Hello, everybody, and welcome back to All Things Parks. All you ATPers out there, this episode is going to give you all the information about what to expect to find in Fantasyland at the Magic Kingdom. So, the last time we were here, we left off in Liberty Square, yes. So we'll pick up where we left off and kind of work our way around towards Tomorrowland. So, what is the first real big attraction we're going to find over in Fantasyland?
Well, we're going to see their newer edition of Tangled.
Yeah.
So you'll have a good photo opportunity with the lantern.
That's right.
And you can see her tower and everything like that. Beautiful bathrooms.
They are beautiful bathrooms. If you have the chance to go to the bathroom in the Tangled section, I suggest you take it.
It's a good day.
They're spiffy bathrooms.
They're nice, yeah.
They're probably my favorite bathrooms in the park.
Either mine, yeah.
Without a doubt. So make sure that is a must-see in Fantasyland. Right off the gate, we're coming with a must-see. Yeah. Those Tangled restrooms.
Yeah.
So what is the first real attraction that we're going to come across then? Because, that is an attraction for maybe you and I.
Yes.
But for the people that aren't so impressed with the toiletries that are provided, what's our first attraction?
You are going to see the original and famous Peter Pan's Flight.
That's right.
Off to Neverland.
Off to Neverland we go with Wendy, Peter, Michael,
Tink,
Jonathan, the whole gang.
Yeah.
Poor Nana.
Yeah.
She don't get to go with.
No, she's not going, and we're not going.
We are not going, but a lot of people do like to go. The waits can get up to about 120 minutes, if not more sometimes.
Yeah, and probably more in the summer.
Not to bash it, but I just don't see the appeal, personally.
I don't understand it.
I like a little bit more of a thrill.
Yeah.
Some people love it. So, if you haven't done it before, check it out.
Yeah.
But if you're looking for a thrill ride, this is not going to be your cup of tea, I don't think.
No. Basically, you'll just sit in a pirate ship and fly over the different scenes of the movie. Yeah.
They redid the queue, so the queue is cool, but if you have a fast pass, you don't really even get to experience that. So, it's kind of up to you if you want to wait 120 minutes to see a cool queue, or if you want to get a fast pass for it. And this is a ride where, if you do have little ones that love Peter Pan and they really want to go on this ride, I suggest for sure using a fast pass on it because you're not going to want to wait in that line. I can just let you know right now. It's not a 120-minute wait worthy. So definitely try and get a fast pass for it if you're able to, if it is something that you want to do. Yes. So what else? What else we got in Fantasyland?
Right across from Peter Pan's Flight, you will see another original of It's a Small World.
That's right. The happiest cruise ever set sail around the world.
Tis indeed. Tis indeed.
It's impossible not to be happy going on that ride.
Well, it's possible.
But then it's impossible to not be not happy. Wait, was that right? It's impossible It's impossible to be upset getting on that ride, but it's impossible not be upset getting off of that ride. You know what I mean? Like your demeanor changes from when you get on the ride to when you come around and get off. You're just it's like, oh, why did I do that? Like getting on, it's like, yes. Going on, It's a Small World. It's just it's your typical great classic Disney ride, and then you get off and you're like, man. Yeah. Did I really go on that again?
You
I got duped
again
to get on there?
You did. And then your boat probably got backed up at the end, so you just heard the song on repeat.
Yeah. When you didn't hear it enough already. But at least you get to learn how to say goodbye in, 40 different languages if you can determine which language is which.
Right.
Some of them are easy to tell.
Like sayonara.
And aloha.
Yeah.
That's an easy one. That's a two for one.
Yeah.
That word.
A twofer.
But yeah, so, that ride, again, it is a Disney classic. You're going to want to go on it if you've never gone on it before. I do suggest you take that tour around the world.
It's typically a shorter line.
Correct. It is going to be a shorter line. You're not going to have to wait too much. And it's a good thing, if the park is crowded and you're looking to just dip into an attraction real quick, this is probably one of those where, you're not going to have to wait too long. And, that's kind of a good transition into our next ride, which is also kind of the same dilemma where, if it's a little bit too hot out, you're looking for that air conditioning.
Oh, that AC.
You just want to get into a ride that, it's not a whole lot of a wait, Let's step into PhilharMagic.
PhilharMagic, my personal favorite attraction
Yeah.
in all of Fantasyland.
Right.
Brings out those good late 80s, early 90s movies.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a 3D. 4D.
40.
4D.
We'll bring up 40.
So you'll see Beauty and the Beast.
You will?
Fantasia.
You will?
So that's an early one.
Come on. Come on.
Aladdin.
There you go. Keep going.
Ariel.
Uh-huh.
Lion King.
And one more.
Peter Pan.
There you go. We did it.
We did it. So it's really cool how they transition between the movies. There's just something left on screen that makes the next movie come to life. And it's really cool. My favorite scene is tied between the Lion King and then Beauty and the Beast because I love all the different smells of all the baked goods and everything that Lumiere's
right in your
dishing
face.
out.
Pie right in your face.
Yeah. Well,
right in the kiss out. Right in the kiss out.
So that's my favorite, and I just love mischievous Donald.
Yeah. He's
Donaldo.
It is definitely one of the must-sees in Fantasyland. I agree.
A must-see. Actually, when you're going through the line queue, they have funny posters of the different movies coming out, and there's a must-see, SEA, with The Little Mermaid.
That's right. What a great pun. Just a little play on words. They're so clever.
Yeah, so check out those movie posters, because they're clever.
They are. They are indeed. And so when you get out of there, depending on which way you're going, and if you're hankering for some food, or if you're hankering for some more ride action, up to you. But let's hanker for a little bit of comida.
Let's stop for some food, if that's what comida means.
It does.
All right.
It does.
Right across is Pinocchio's village halls.
Very much so German, not Hispanic.
Or Italian, which Pinocchio was.
No, he's a German puppet.
He's Italian.
He's a German puppeteer.
He's Italian, but is very German-like in this village house. So Pinocchio is right above as you walk in to guard his house.
Yeah, don't be stealing nothing out of his house.
It's really cool. They have a bunch of different murals and different cutouts of Pinocchio, so just keep your eyes peeled for him. And they're best known for their flatbread, so you can get, my personal favorite's a caprese flatbread.
Yep.
And depending where you want to sit, you have a really nice view of It's a Small World if you didn't just get enough of that. Or there's a balcony that oversees Fantasyland, so really cool views of the castle and our next attraction we're going to talk about.
Which would probably be Prince Charming's Regal Carousel, based on, kind of where we're sitting.
That's where we're sitting.
So yeah, again, Walt loved his carousels. It's a staple to all of his parks. You got to have that carousel in there. And it's just a nice relaxing ride.
Yeah, it's nice.
Who doesn't like a good old fashioned carousel ride?
Yeah. I personally like it at night.
Yeah, I agree.
All the lights on the castle.
You get cool. Yeah, it is very cool atmosphere at night. And it's got good tunes. You get that good circus soundtrack of all the Disney tunes. So it's not a bad ride.
Yeah, it'll probably it's gonna pump you up to get off of it and try and pull out the sword.
Yeah, you gotta get a little bit of that adrenaline rush from riding those horses, and then you get off and you just try and take out the sword from the sword and the stone.
Yes.
No one's been able to do it so far, so
nobody.
Keep on stepping right up.
Yeah.
Step right up. See if you can pull the sword from the stone. Why not?
Yes, and then after you attempt that, you can go and meet some lovely ladies.
Oh, those ladies.
At the little princess meet and greet that they have.
The Princess Hall they have there.
And I feel like now we're going to be talking a lot about several different character meet and greets.
Yes.
I just do want to point out, Fantasyland is probably the most concentrated area of meet and greets.
Oh, without a doubt.
So if, you have the little ones that are really excited to meet any of the princesses, this is the place you want to go.
Yeah, this is Princess Nation over here.
And it's going to be the quickest and fastest way for them to meet those princesses.
I agree completely. But there's going to be lines. Let's not say that it's going to be always just a walk up, but there'll be lines. But yeah, definitely within the park, best place you're going to meet those characters. And so there'll be a couple more just around the river bend, not foreshadowing anything.
River bend. But she won't be there.
Yeah, she won't be. Fooled ya! So, Along that outer sector, then, as far as, let's say we're heading towards Tomorrowland, so we're going to keep on pushing that way. We're not going into New Fantasyland just yet.
Yeah.
But I know you're eager to get there, but we'll get there, folks. Don't worry. We're getting there. But, so there's a couple different just counter service eateries. Right. You can get your ice creams, some popcorns, and just those quick little treats.
Right. Friar's Nook has good mac and cheese, so more like food instead of those sweet treats.
Yeah.
Along that little bend there.
And then you can hop around with Winnie the Pooh and his friends, too.
Exactly. Yes.
And so,
ride in honey pots.
Right, exactly. But watch out for those heffalumps and woozles.
Heffalumps.
They'll multiply right before your eyes, and then they're going to just... They're little... They're little thieves, little thieves in the night.
Yeah, so hold on to your treats.
Yeah, really. You better keep your pockets sealed, because they'll hop in your car and they'll run off with your wallet and you won't know what happened.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just kidding. They won't do that, but still hold on to your keys and wallet, because it's a bumpy ride in there. Those honey pops are popping.
Yeah,
honey pops is hopping.
They're popping.
And so, once you get off of those honey pots, let's just keep this. Yeah. Let's keep these attractions turning. So there's a ton of attractions in Fantasyland. Let's keep them churning and burning.
Well, let's first stop for a cupcake at Cheshire's Cafe. They have really cute cupcakes themed on all of your favorite Alice in Wonderland characters. My personal favorite's the White Rabbit. It's got the 2 ears sticking out, and then the Queen of Hearts is really cute as well. So you can try those out. And
what's cool is you can grab those treats, and right on the other side of the cafe there are some topiaries cut from, you got Alice and I believe the Mad Hatter and a couple other topiaries. So you can have your Alice treats, take a photo with your Alice topiaries, and in the back is going to be your Mad Hatter spin. Yep. So you're Alicing out.
Yeah.
Talk
you
about
just
a
fell
wonderland.
Into the rabbit hole.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's a struggle to get out of there.
Yeah, so good luck. Cupcake's going to hold you down a little.
A little bit. But that's right. You'll walk it off. You'll walk it off.
Sweat it out.
But you might want to wait just a little bit before you go on those teacups, because I know, me personally, I love to give them a good crank.
He does.
Just crank them as far as I can.
Exactly.
And I've heard that the purple coasters or cups actually spin faster. So if you're looking to really increase those revolutions, grab a purple cup.
Yes.
And don't tell your party that you do know that the purple ones go faster. And just, they don't spin.
Yeah.
And then just throw them in there and start cranking away, and you're going to enjoy it a lot more than they will. I can assure you that.
Well, maybe they want that too.
Yeah. Some
Depends
people do.
Who you with.
Some people do, for sure.
Yeah.
Those are my kind of people.
Yeah.
I like those spinners.
Yes. But after you're done fighting off the Queen of Hearts, you can go and meet our Scottish friend, Merida, in the Fairy Tale Garden.
She's so brave.
She is so brave. Oh my gosh.
So brave. Holy cow.
So, yes, she is in her themed room that looks like a Scottish room.
It is.
And she will say hello to you.
She will.
So that's nice.
That's about it. I don't know if she'll say anything else. Yeah. No, she will. she'll chat you up. She likes to chat.
Yeah.
Especially with those kids, man. She likes chatting up those kids.
Yeah, just don't pull her hair. It's really long.
It is long, but not as long as Rapunzel's.
That's true. Unfortunately, Rapunzel is no longer there.
I know. What a disappointment. No
but
Flynn.
She is sometimes at the princess meet and greet, so you can see her there.
Yes.
If she's there that day.
You got to get there.
Yes.
All right. So let's head in to Storybook Circus.
Woo!
Now we're gonna swing you around back. Try not to get whiplash on this.
Yeah. So another classic ride right as you approach this area of Fantasyland.
It went from 1 to 2.
It did double overnight, and now there are 2 Dumbos. So really nice service that they have for Dumbo is that you can get like a beeper pager sort of thing.
Yeah.
And instead of waiting in the long line, which is very long because you have to wait for everything to go around and then reload, now you can get this and they'll let you know when you're ready to ride.
They will.
And I think what's really neat is that they have Casey Jr.'s splash area.
Oh, yeah.
So that the kids can go cool off and play in that area while they're waiting to ride Dumbo. So it's a good location to go. They have a whole train with all the circus animals in there spitting out water at the kids. So good for them to have like some free time, get some steam out. Yeah. And then ready to ride the elephant.
Yeah, the water is a really great addition to that park because it gets steamy in the summertime. Let's get real. And again, if you got little kids, they're not all that happy about standing in line. So let's bring them to the water pad. Let them run around, like you said, blow off some steam, cool down a little bit, and then we'll tackle up the rest of the ride. So yeah, that is really great for the little ones. I wish I could play around with it. I don't think they'd like it very much.
Right. And then another option while you're waiting for Dumbo would be to go to Pete's Silly Sideshow. And you can meet some of the main characters like Donald and Goofy. But don't get in line for that while you're waiting for Dumbo in case like you're just waiting.
Do the pages go that far? Or you got to stay in the Dumbo area?
Well, I don't know. But
try it out. Just don't get them wet.
Get back to us on that.
Yeah.
But also, if you're there for a Halloween party, this circus tent is the place to be. They have three different stops for candy throughout. So the characters are not there at that time. They're out back of it, but it's a great spot to hit up the candy.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. Best spot by far for candy. Yes. And it's also... We found this out a couple years ago. If there's inclement weather, not all of the candy distribution areas are going to be open, and this one is.
Yes.
So, just get that carousel going.
Yeah.
And load up. Bring your own bag. That's the way to do it because they give you a little tiny bag. It's like, hey man, I like candy. Let's fill this thing up.
Fill this thing up. Bring your own bag.
Don't be getting cheap on me.
All right, but also then tucked away in the back of Storybook Circus is going to be a stop for the train. So if it is crowded and you don't want to cut through Fantasyland, it's great to just hop on this and get right on out.
Yeah, and there's a phone charging station back there.
Yes, very nice.
So obviously you're going to be taking a lot of photos, especially in Fantasyland. And, why not?
Right.
Why not charge up?
Charge up. Get that juice.
Yeah, it's all about the juice. Without the juice...
Oh, well.
You might as well tie the noose.
Yeah.
I guess. It rhymes.
Sure.
Let's roll with it.
And on your way out of Storybook Circus, my favorite souvenir shop in all of Magic Kingdom is there.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's bold.
I said it. They have
cow.
all the good desserts. They have all all the kitchen stuff, everything that I'm looking for.
It's a one-stop pop.
So, likewise, when they do have the Halloween parties, all the merchandise for that is back there as well. So, a good stop.
Which on Main Street also, but this is a lot more condensed to where, you can get your treats on Main Street in the confectionery. You can get your merchandise across the street in the Emporium. You can get your kitchen stuff in a different room of the Emporium. But this is all centralized.
Right.
A lot less walking.
A lot less walking.
For the same gear.
Right.
So... Check it out.
Check it out.
Especially, it's not as crowded because a lot of people won't go back there. So it's not going to be as crowded as, trying to rummage through the Emporium and make your way through that traffic because that's high traffic.
Exactly, yes. All right, so you want to fill us in on New Fantasyland?
Yes, I would love to start it off. So, the first thing that you will encounter is going to be Little Mermaid and her little area there. So, she's got her own ride. Under the Sea Journey with the Little Mermaid, which if you have been on any ride such as the Haunted Mansion or Finding Nemo over at Epcot, it's going to be kind of the same thing. You're in that dune buggy, clamshell type,
Mobile?
Yeah, mobile. Sure, why not? Seated area. But
that moves.
Yeah. So it's on your track. You go through... The scenes of The Little Mermaid. It is, again, a very tame ride. But I like the exterior is awesome.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Her castle or Eric's castle, but I guess it's hers now. Yeah. Did she sign a prenup?
I don't know. She better have.
But anyways, so the castle is awesome. There's like a shipwreck boat out there.
Yeah.
The interior of the queue is really cool also. So,
I like the dome part, and then you have like Ursula's paintings and stuff up there. Really neat to check that out.
Right. Yeah, it is for sure. And so, again, this one usually, when it opened, was a long wait because obviously that's how things work. Yeah. But that's kind of another one where it's not going to be much of a wait. good music, of course. I mean, I love the Little Mermaid soundtrack.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So you can't beat that. I mean, maybe the visuals aren't up to snuff as what we would have enjoyed seeing when this opened up, but good music, really good exterior work as far as the architecture and the display there. And so, check it out. Why not? It's not on our must-see list, but if you're there, go on it, especially if you're a Little Mermaid fan. And if you are, when you get off the ride, you can go over to Little Mermaid's grotto and meet her up there. So here's one of your character meet and greets that you're referring to. Our first one back here in New Fantasyland. And yeah, she's there signing autographs.
In her clamshell.
Yep. Talking that seaweed.
Yeah. That's all she talks.
Yeah, so hopefully you brought a translator with you because she only talks fish. Just kidding. But, so that's our first princess we're going to come across. So now, who else are we going to come across?
Well, one of my favorite princesses, Belle.
Oh, she's a dream.
She is. So when you first enter into the Belle section, you have Maurice's popcorn stand, which I do recommend buying the souvenir refillable cup or bowl. I don't really know. Canister.
Yeah, it's like, we'll say it's a
bucket. A bucket of popcorn.
Yeah, bucket o' pop.
So you can definitely get that, and your whole entire trip, you can keep bringing it back there for $1.50.
Refills.
That's $1.50
yeah,
refill.
That's a lot of corn.
That's a lot of popped corn.
Yeah.
Additionally, they have ice cream sheets and everything, but if you're going there, it's in the design. It looks like Maurice's invention, but it's the popcorn machine. So definitely recommend the popcorn from there.
Not chopping wood anymore.
Nope.
Chopping corn.
Yeah. Yes. Husking it.
Yeah.
And then right next to that is going to be their gift shop, which has all of the new, like, Lumiere dishes and everything that's going on with their new merchandise.
Right.
And right next to that is Gaston's Tavern, and you can meet him outside his tavern.
You sure can. Just don't challenge him too much. I've seen people challenge him in a push-up contest. Man, that dude, he does them.
Yeah.
I would never challenge Gaston.
Don't challenge him.
He eats 5 dozen eggs a day. What are you thinking challenging the man?
Don't do it. But his tavern is really cool inside. Kids can get the root beer float in the mug with him on it. And if you've seen the new Beauty and the Beast live action film, it's really cool because the scene of Gaston's song looks identical to his tavern. It was like that took me away. I was like, oh my gosh, I've been there.
Yeah,
so
they implanted
really cool.
it right in the movie.
Yes. And then he has a nice big statue of himself.
He does.
So,
which he deserves.
With a fountain.
Yeah, he deserves. Gaston's the man.
Yeah, he deserves it for sure. And then, right next to it, gets a little eerie. You have the Beast's castle.
No. Beware the West Wing.
Do not go to the West Wing. So, Be Our Guest restaurant, the first restaurant in all of Magic Kingdom to allow alcohol to be served.
Bubbly.
Woo!
Bubblies. Only at dinner, though, folks.
Yeah, sorry.
And it's only wine and beer.
But anyways, really cool walk in, see all the knights and everything. If you're there for lunch or breakfast, it's just counter service, so you'll just order at a kiosk, and then you'll actually get, seat yourself, and it'll be brought to you.
Yep.
So you have GPS on your Magic Band, and that's how they find you.
Yeah.
There's no numbers, none of that.
They're always watching.
They're watching.
They're always watching.
And they'll know if you go to the West Wing, and it's not going to end well.
No, it won't.
But the West Wing is really cool. It has the
But
rose.
we do recommend you go to the West Wing.
Yeah, definitely. It has the rose there. Petals are falling off.
They are.
So time's a wasting.
Yeah, and it's got the photo of the Beast.
Yes.
So when he's in his prince form, and then lightning bolt strikes, and it claw marks across, and he turns into the Beast, and it's cool.
It is really cool.
They got some cool effects in there.
And it's really cool because at lunch, the ballroom, which is going to be the main room, is where the majority of the seating is, and there's actually like the beverage stations and everything. But at night, it gets really fancy, and they actually shut those, so there's just a wall that'll come and cover those, so then it's more elegant for night.
It sure is.
And if you do go for dinner, Lumiere takes you to your table.
He does.
So the servant holds Lumiere,
cool.
and he guides you to your table. And then the Beast, another meet and greet, is going to be there at dinner to take photos.
Hey, Beast!
So very cool.
It is cool. I mean, those reservations, they're still tough to get.
Right.
So, make sure you get on those reservations early and often.
Yes.
And always check back, especially if you have a smaller party, is one thing that I've learned where say there's no reservations available, it doesn't hurt to just go and ask and say, hey, is there an availability? Maybe someone didn't show up to the reservation and they have an open table, especially for parties of 2 or 4. It's definitely possible that you'd be able to get in there at some point. So never hurts to ask. The worst they're going to say is no, and then you're in the same spot you were 10 seconds ago. So
additionally,
give it a shot.
I want to point out for breakfast and lunch, if you're using My Disney Experience and there's only like availability for one, try and accumulate those for one. You seat yourself, so you can find room for if, one day, there's one, grab that, and then 2 days later there's another one. Now you have a party of 2. So it doesn't have to be together as with dinner, where it would have to be the whole party as one reservation.
Exactly. That's a good point. So leaving the castle there and the Be Our Guest restaurant, if you're looking for another meet and greet, which is really cool, is the story time with Belle.
Yes, I believe you were her knight.
I sure was. I protected Belle from all of the chaos that ensued, which was 0. But still, I felt rather knightly in my protection of Belle. And so, it's really cool. You go into her father's hut and her house, and you kind of go through their kitchen area, their little living room area, and then you go into her father's invention room. And so that's when things start getting real magical. So cast member will come out, and they'll be like, "Hey, you guys ready to meet Belle?" It's like, "Yeah, we sure are." And so then some magic will happen, and the door, or the wall actually, will just kind of break apart, and you'll walk through the inventor's area into Belle's dressing room.
Wow.
And you get to talk to the armoire or the chest, however you want to call it.
Yeah.
And so then she'll...
The wardrobe.
Yeah, the wardrobe. Yeah. So then the cast member that escorts you in will pick out people to play different roles. So you'll have like the dog, or the footstool. You'll have the 2 knights. What else is there? There's a couple other things, but then you'll get assigned your tasks, and you'll go into the next room, which is more of the library type room. There's pews set up, so you take a seat,
story time,
and then Belle comes out and tells you a wonderful story.
Look at that!
And if you're in it, you get to participate.
Yeah.
So it was really cool. I enjoyed it. I was happy we did it. I mean, we waited about 30 minutes for it, but we had nothing else to do, so I was like, hey, let's go do it. And when we got to have the chance to be in it, it was even that much more better. Like,
I mean,
who would have thought I was going to be standing up next to Belle? I felt, I didn't even know what to feel. I was just all butterflies inside.
I mean, she's a beautiful princess.
She is. It's in her name. It's in her name, folks. It's actually what her name means.
Yeah.
Belle means beauty.
Anyways, there's another princess, and she has a large ride.
A ride?
A ride.
Oh, man.
And
she
does
have a ride. Holy cow, she does.
Yeah, there's 7 dwarfs, and they are mining on a train.
They're always train mining.
Yeah. So a new ride, and it is kind of like a mountain.
It is a mountain, but we're not gonna put it into the 3 mountains of Magic Kingdom. It's not getting it.
It's not tall enough. No. So, do you want to talk about this?
I would love to talk about this. So, this is one of my must-sees at Magic Kingdom. The first time I went on, I was not all that impressed, I will tell you. But I've been on it a few times since then, and every time I go on it now, I'm like, man, this ride just keeps getting better and better. So the first time I went on it, obviously I was looking for a little bit more thrill. Yeah. I was looking for a little bit more speed. And then the second time I went on, I figured out that you could... So the mine cars are all separated into cars of 4, pretty much. So it's 2 and 2, and then that's a cart. And so you can independently swing each cart side to side like you're in a mine.
You gotta go like this.
So yeah, you gotta just be rocking. Don't go a knocking when that boat's a rocking. So you can rock your own thing independently. So if you don't know the party in front of you or behind you, they might get a little upset because all you're going to be doing is rocking side to side on the ride. At least that's what I do.
But it's better that way.
Oh, yeah. Way better that way.
So you're just going to improve the ride experience.
Yeah, exactly.
And the next time they go on it, they're going to be like, well, why isn't this moving better?
Yeah, they're like, man, it was so much more fun when that dude that was causing a ruckus behind us was on it.
Yeah.
But anyways, the queue is really cool.
It's awesome.
It is an outdoor queue, so... In the summer, make sure, this is a ride, again, fast pass it up for sure.
You need
or if you don't have a fast pass, early morning, late night, because the queue line is outside, and you don't want to cook in that sun. No. They have fans blowing, but trust me, early morning, late night, or fast pass is the best way to tackle this. But the queue line's cool. They have a couple of different interactive things in it. They have a little game station where you're collecting different gems and putting them in your mine cart to collect points. Yeah. They have like a really cool water spout that plays music when you put your hands under it. And then they have the barrels that you spin. So there's 7 different barrels. Each barrel is associated to a dwarf. Go figure. And if you can kind of communicate with the other people in line and get all the barrels spinning fast enough at the same time, then the middle barrel will showcase Snow White up on the ceiling, and she'll do her little jig. Yeah. Jig. Yeah. And so it's good fun.
Yeah, and it's a good way to interact with the other people in line. Yeah. So
say, hey, you there! Spin that barrel!
Spin it!
Yeah. Some people don't like spinning, though.
No.
Party poopers.
Pooping. But yeah, the ride's really cool. You get to go through their mine, see all the gems and everything, and then at the very end, you get to see them dancing in the cottage.
Yeah, and the projection technology on the dwarfs in the ride when you're going through their mine is really cool. So this is the first time that it was used. It is used again in the new Frozen Ever After ride, which we'll get into later, but it's really good as far as face projection technology. I mean, the dwarfs, they look real. The projections are awesome. Right. Without
they have expressions and things. So.
And so definitely a good ride. There's some good whips in there. Like I said, it's not overall real fast, but I think, I don't know, maybe it's just me that I've grown to like it a little bit more, but I feel like from when I went on it, its opening summer to like now, it feels a little faster.
Yeah, I agree.
So maybe, it just took a little while to grease up those new tracks.
I would also like to mention that we accidentally skipped over another coaster. It's called the Barnstormer.
We sure did.
And it is in the circus area.
Storybook
and
Circus.
It's just like a little airplane roller coaster for the little ones.
It's a little kiddie coaster.
If you have a little one, sure. If you don't.
No. Yeah, it's like if you've ever been to like a carnival and you've been on that dragon coaster.
Yeah, it's the dragon coaster.
Pretty much that. So now you've been on it. Congratulations.
Alrighty, so I think we're just missing one other thing.
One other attraction.
But I can't think of what it would be.
I think it would be Lodge. It's Lodge.
It might be the focal point of the park.
I think it is.
Alright.
I believe it is, for
sure.
And I think it's a great way to meet more princesses.
Oh my gosh, if you've not met enough princesses, because, you skipped through all of Fantasyland, you can head to Cinderella's castle.
You sure can, but you have to get a reservation.
You do.
If you're looking to meet princesses.
And you have to reach deep into your pockets.
Yeah, it's expensive, folks. But it's... Alright, so we've never been up there. Full disclosure, never been.
Never been.
It's definitely on my to-do list, especially I've heard great things as far as if you go when it's firework time, because there's an awesome panoramic view pretty much of the fireworks. You're not going to get that view of the fireworks behind the castle like you would on Main Street, but it's still a really cool vantage point to get a view of the fireworks.
Especially if you've seen the fireworks from Main Street so many times, it'll offer a different experience.
Yeah, for sure. And so definitely if you're looking to meet those characters, you'll see Cinderella, Aurora, Snow White, I believe, and is it Ariel in her wedding gown, possibly?
Did you say Cinderella?
Yeah.
Oh,
that was the first one I said.
You.
It's her castle.
Like, well, obviously Cinderella.
Yeah, it's her castle.
Yeah, they do rotate, so it's not always the same. Right. But yeah, I think this is one of the few places you can meet Ariel in her gown.
Ooh, yeah, check that out.
Yes,
for sure.
Checking it out.
Yeah, and it's like we said, it's going to be expensive, but it's an experience. You're paying for the experience up there more so than the food. Obviously, the food is going to be kind of the same anywhere you're ordering food, but the thing that really sews it up is the experience.
Right, and you can't bring your little girl there without a different experience, the Bippity Boppity Boutique.
Oh man, talk about money out of your pockets.
Money, money, money! But basically, they can pick out their gown, tiara, wand if they want it, sash if they want it, hair, makeup, and you can't forget the glitter.
Yeah, more glitter than any little girl's heart could desire.
And then they go up there and they meet their princess.
Yeah, I mean, that's... that's kind of priceless.
Yeah.
If I had a little girl, I would be like, yeah.
It's an experience to do.
Let's do it.
Yeah, you got to do it.
For sure. Those are timeless photos that you're going to have forever. Right. That it's like, all right, that was like the best experience that I could have asked for.
Right. But my advice on that would be to go at a time it's not very hot, because you don't want your little girl walking around the park the rest of the day. Melting with a huge puffy dress on. Right. It's just not going to end well for anybody.
Yeah, you don't want to turn your princess into the Wicked Witch of the West. No, thank you.
Or just the Wicked Queen. Evil Queen.
Well, she doesn't melt.
Oh, no, she doesn't.
That's why I said it.
I know. I was just tying Disney back.
I hear you.
Bringing it on back.
But still, Wizard of Oz is in the great movie ride.
Which is a great ride that we will get to later.
No, it's not. But we will get to it. But we have a difference of opinion. But that is neither here nor there. And so, that really wraps up what Fantasyland has to offer. And so, great land, a lot to do.
I would say probably the most magical place in all of Walt Disney World.
Yeah. If you can't step into Fantasyland and feel the magic, you just...
Or the love.
You can't. You got, like, no emotions. I'm sorry. And you got to go... You got to see a counselor or something.
Yeah, you need therapy.
Dang. Tough break. But we enjoyed having you along board with us through our stroll through Fantasyland.
Yes.
Definitely like, comment, and post below anything that, maybe you heard that was something new that you hadn't known before, and any tips for us that maybe we missed. So obviously we're not able to cover everything, but any experiences that you've had, let us know.
Yeah.
Because we want to share in those experiences.
Exactly.
Do you have anything else for the lovely viewers?
No, just that was a little long one. So if you do need a bathroom break, make sure you hit up that Tangled location.
Yeah, definitely do. Backtrack. It's worth it. Definitely worth it. All right. Thanks for joining in, ATPers. We'll see you again soon.
Bye.
Bye.